Hello everyone, I'm here to talk to you kind of about Notability and the basic features with the program and some things that you can get started and kind of play around with. So first things first, when you open up Notability, I have opened it up several times, so I have quite a bit of stuff, but everyone should have a welcome note. And that's a great place to start because it's an interactive note and Notability's done a great job of showing you all the different features that are available. So if I click on the welcome note, it's going to open it up. And you get kind of this little welcome message and some fun stuff like that. Here's the basic features across the top. The T, if I click on the T, that's going to open up a text box. Oops, let me open it up over here. It'll open up a text box and I can type and I can do all kinds of great things with it. What I especially like is there's 3 hearts, A, B, and C. Those are favorites. So you could pick a font, a size, a color, and save it as a favorite. So then you can quickly swap between different types of text and different types of fonts and things like that. So you could have one thing devoted to just one type of annotation, and then you could have another color or size devoted to a different type of annotation. And you can kind of annotate that way, or the students could annotate that way. And I think it's just kind of a nice little feature. So like my A is red or my B is blue, things like that. Next off, we have the pencil. If I were to long press or double tap, I can change the thicknesses. The top 2, these are whether or not it's going to change the thickness based off of the pressure that I put. So I have some pressure sensitivity on there. I've got all kinds of thicknesses. I have a fair amount of different colors, all kinds of things like that. The next one is a highlighter. Once again, you can double tap and you can change all of those features as well. And this will highlight as opposed to write over. I have the eraser. What's nice about the eraser function is, let's say I write on my note, okay, written on my note. The eraser will just erase the writing, not the text. So if I've annotated something and I've written over some words and I don't want to erase the words, I can erase just what I've written and not the text. If I want to erase the text, I would click on the T, I would open up the text box, and I could change it that way. So I could still delete the text, but I can't do it with the eraser. So it's kind of 2 different ways to erase 2 different things, which is kind of nice. The scissors allow me to cut. So let's say I were to cut this word welcome. I can now take it and I can move it around, I can rotate it, I can shrink it, I can expand it, I can do all kinds of things. So let's say I've written something and it's just way too big, I can shrink it down so it fits nicely. Or let's say I want to label an axis on a graph, I can write it normally and then I can cut it and turn it, and it's just a really nice kind of feature with that. So let me put this back. Here we go. And then the finger is how I can go to the next page and move around my note. So this welcome note kind of explains all of those different features, and it has you play around with different things. It'll have you insert pictures, change the size of pictures, and it'll walk you through the different aspects of it, annotating pictures, coloring on pictures, all kinds of great things. So this welcome note's a really powerful tool to kind of help you get used to the basic functionality of the program. One thing that I especially like about Notability, and I think Notability excels in and is unique to the program, is this microphone feature. So let's say I start recording, and while I'm recording, I make something. I'm going to make a graph. So while I'm recording, I make a graph. Right? So here's my little graph. It's not perfect, whatever. And then I will make a line that will do that for whatever reason. Okay. I stop my recording. Now, when I play my recording back, let me mute it. When I play my back, as the recording goes, it will start highlighting the different parts. So when I was talking, this is what I was doing. So it walks you through the process. It grays things out, but it times it with the recording. So students could create a graph, explain what the graph is talking about, and it will show the graph in real time. Or students could be maybe typing a word and explaining the definition of that word, and those words would highlight out as the definitions were coming. This works with the handwriting, the highlighting, as well as the text, the actual text box. So those are some of the basic features of Notability. You can, hitting the plus sign, add different photos. Web clips, stickies are like post-it notes if you don't want to write on the actual document. One nice thing is it is linked up with Scannable. Scannable is a scanning app, and it's free. You can download Scannable, and then it will scan the PDFs, and you can insert the PDFs directly in that way. You could also, if you have a PDF, import from Google Drive and things like that, and we'll talk about that in a further video that's a little bit more advanced. All right. Hopefully that gave you a good sense of just the basic functionality of Notability. I think it's a really powerful program, and I think it's something that the students will be able to use and the teachers will be able to use as well. Thank you. Bye.